thank you for your donations. And you get your tickets for a chance to win a custom Dasher's clock made by Roger Siebert. Get those tickets available at the merchandise stand. Girl Scouts are here tonight selling cookies in the
the high slot. His quick shot, he scores! Nikolai Salov! Oh my goodness! Some bomb right hands in front of the Dasher bench. Pulls his helmet off. Still goes. Now Jawan Davis. His first shot, he scores! Jawan Davis. Circle to his backhand. Moving in, he scores! Blake Sewardson, how you doing? Firing up the crowd. Zach Horn in all alone with a breakaway. Walks in, shoots, scores! Zach Horn. Towards the goal, shoots, he scores! Bogdan Zinchenko restores the lead. That second of the season goes over the top of the right. A couple more rights to Greco, takes him down and pounds him. Zinchenko with a couple over the top. He's got him against the glass. Bogdan Zinchenko, a healthy diet of rights. My songs know what you did in the dark. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up. Murphy scores! Brosnan who shoots, he scores! Justin Brosnan, the captain. The bucket off, still feeding him right. Radchenko off balance, down he goes. Thomas Murphy with a big fight win, fires up the crowd. Salov goes, he wheels around, his quick shot, hit the bottle, he scores! Nikolai Salov!
And forward from Little Canada, Minnesota, number 88, Justin Rosen. And starting at goal from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 31, Parker Rutherford. And now the rest of your Dashers. The Dashers are coached by head coach Paul McLean, trainer at Anna Mitchell, assistant trainer Scott Mitchell, equipment manager Matt Monroe. Our youth hockey flag bearers tonight are Austin Wallace and Cohen Keller. We now ask all fans in attendance to please rise as you were able to face our flag over the west end of our arena for our national anthem tonight performed on the ice by Mr. Bruce Ford.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early night what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Mr. Bruce Ford with our national anthem this evening. And before we get started tonight, we do have a ceremonial puck drop. If we could get a representative from each team to the...
It's Hockey Night live from Danville, Illinois. I'm Devin Dobek along with you as the Moccasins and the Dashers are set to meet for the 5th time this season. The Dashers come in with a record of 136-3. The Moccasins 17-18-6, but they've lost their last 6, including they've only won 2 of their last 10. The Dashers 22 straight in regulation. Goals for 3.2 versus 2.2. Goal differential a -148 for the Dashers and a -12 for the Mocs. Power play 10.7 to 19%. Penalty kills 65.5 to 82.9%. Number 6 team in the Continental versus the 7th place team in the Empire. Going at it for the 5th time this season. When these two meet, it's always a fun one, and we're looking forward to it tonight. In between the pipes for the Dashers is Parker Rutherford, coming off a career-high weekend in Binghamton, made 119 saves across 2 games, including a career-high 51 saves, or 61 saves, excuse me. We've been experiencing a ton of technical difficulties today, so that's why we had kind of a shortened pregame, and now our clock's not working. Everything is just going south. The arena internet is down, so bear with us here. As underway, this is as on the far side, it gets sent on in. Bunch of new faces for the Moccasins. It looks like we got a couple no name bars out there, so some substitutions being made on the fly. They've made all kinds of additions. 23 names, skaters on their roster. It's down low, Lucas Rothy, who missed Saturday's game with a hand injury, gets that one out. Comes out to Houston Wilson. Houston Wilson had a brief stint with the Vermilion County Bobcats back in 21-22. So he's played right here in the David S. Palmer Arena, called it home briefly, and now out with the Mocs in his 4th game. He's already scored 2 goals in his first 3 as the puck is iced there, and it'll come back to the Dashers' end. Zach Horn, Will Holden, and Justin Braz in the line for the Dashers. Lucas Rothy and Nathan Malott make up the defensive pairing. Houston Wilson's going to take the face-off. Out there, y'all see Yanni Lirakos, And a guy who needs no introduction, playing in his 4th game this season for the Moccasins, but 7th all-time in the FPHL scoring list with 394 points. This is his 7th FPHL team, and he's excited to get with the boys from Louisiana. Now in the neutral zone, Zach Slinger controls. Dashers sporting some backdoor pizza decals on the sides of their helmet, paying homage to people that have treated them so well all season long. Huge shout out to our sponsors at Backdoor Pizza. As now down low, Lirakos up to Wilson. Bomb comes in from Prevost, and Rutherford's there with the glove to make the save. As I mentioned, these two always know how to put on a show. There's been 3 games decided by 1 goal, including 2 of them in which the Moccasins trailed by a goal with under 5 minutes to play and came back and won in regulation. Back on January the 4th, right at the start of the new year, Parker Rutherford set a then career high of 60 saves against the Moccasins in that 3-2 loss down in the Monroe Civic Center. Jawan Davis picks it up on the near side half wall, sending it across to the backhand of Blake Sewardson, one of the assistant captains for the Dashers, being named earlier last week along with Lucas Rothy. Blake Anderson across the blue line, slowing things down, looks for Koash, instead drops it on off. And it's sent all the way through by Trigvi Manyguns. It looks like Jawan Davis is going to go here once again. He's going to go and check on Frank Schumacher, the captain, and it looks like the Dashers are going to be shorthanded for the first time tonight. Monroe comes in 17, 18, and 6, 53 points, 6th in the Continental Division. They're about 6 regulation wins out of an official postseason spot. Looks like they're going to have that play-in game between the 4 and 5 seeds, so should be interesting to see how all that shakes out in a very competitive Continental Division. Blue Ridge, the Zydeco, Columbus, all those teams from 3 to 6 just really trying to figure out who's going to shake out into those final couple spots. Also, a warm welcome to all the Moccasins fans tuning in tonight. I know you probably missed Joe Furtado and Pete Furcano broadcasting into your living rooms, cars, wherever you may be, but we're happy to have you along with us right here on the Dashers Hockey Network. Rasmus Asp tiptoeing the blue line past Jumanji. Drop pass to Lirakos, and Rutherford is able to make a glove save there. And another face-off coming. It was a double minor assessed to Jawan Davis for high sticking, so it'll be 3:39 still showing on the penalty clock. Set to take the face-off is Sewardson and Houston Wilson. It's tied up by Sewardson. Now comes out to the blue line. Asp shoots. Rutherford got run into in the crease by Prevost. Hops back into position. Wilson sends one across. Here's Anderson holding. Back over to Wilson. Had plenty of room to shoot. Instead holds, and Rutherford's able to recover and make a save. I'm not sure why Houston Wilson hung on to that puck for so long, because he had pretty much the entirety of the net to shoot at. Instead, hesitated looking for Rutherford to get caught in a slide and threw it right into his chest. Zach Horn loses the face-off this time by Scott Koash. Scott Koash, a guy who actually began his FPHL career with the Danville Dashers back right before COVID. Played 3 games and had an assist in his FPHL debut, and since then has really just sent off into quite a nice career. The points leader for the Moccasins with 12 goals and 27 assists this season. Also leads in points per game at 1.1. Here's Ben Stefanini across the blue line, holding, surveying, drops it on back to Trigvi Manyguns. Manyguns on over to Koash. Koash through the circle, shoots off the post. Rebound still loose in front. Stefanini right through the goal mouth, and nobody home to bang it in. Conway picks it up just inside the blue line. Declan Conway had that dagger game-tying goal on January the 4th with just over 2.5 minutes to go. Out to Hugh Gustafson. Drops it to Manyguns, who shoots off the pad of Rutherford over to the far side. Conway sweeping one across, redirects and pinballs all around before being sent out to the blue line again. Gustafson down low. Conway sends it right back to him. Gustafson shoots. That one didn't get all the way through, just about halfway through the Davis double minor for high sticking. Trigvi Manyguns, 17 points on the season for him. but 5 of them have come in the 4 games against the Dashers. He's scored 4 goals and has an assist. So basically 30% of his points on the season have come against this one group. So he's excited to get another shot at them. As finally the Dashers are able to clear and give Rutherford a chance to catch his breath. Again, we had a pretty shortened pregame, but on the other end, in between the pipes, is Cody Karpinski. Chicago, Illinois native, back to his home state. 6'1", 200 pounds for the 32-year-old, playing in his 143rd FPHL game. Backhand pass to Anderson, over to Wilson, across to Asp, and it's redirected in front. Nobody knows where it is. And finally, it goes to the end wall. Leorakos feeds it over to Anderson. Anderson back over for Wilson. Wilson darting through the circle. Pirouettes away from Yasuke Jumanji, the native of Yokohama, Japan. Back to Leorakos, over to Houston Wilson. Coils back up to the top. Sewardson tried to chase him out. Instead, Anderson still with it. Drop to Leorakos. Through the hash. Backhander goes wide on the far side. Asp chops it past Sewardson. Colton Wyzak's the first one there. Pins it against the wall and is able to elude the pressure before sending it out. Here's Blake Sewardson. He's got 2 shorthanded goals on the season. Darting to the goal. Taken down. No whistle from the officials. We'll get into the officials shortly as well. Shots early on are 5-0 in favor of the Moccasins. Back across. In front. Wilson scores. Houston Wilson with his 3rd goal in 4 games with the Moccasins. Touches that one right beautifully by Rutherford. And on the double minor power play, Monroe settles for 1, and they lead it 1-0. The referees tonight, Adam Fish and Eric Netzel. Eric Netzel's the linesman. Kevin Mallon is the other referee, with Dillian Dale the other linesman. So Dashers trailing early here at 1-0. Scott Koash and Will Holden are set to take the face-off. It looks like they're going to grab a new biscuit from inside the penalty glass. Holden tried to tie it up. Instead, it belongs to the Moccasins. Hugh Gustafson dropping one off to Helmer Oscarson. Oscarson, another offensive juggernaut, the highest shot percentage on the team at 18%. 9 goals and 9 assists for the Swedish native. Sent up to the far side for Meniguns. Trygve Meniguns. Across the blue line, it's batted out by Loic Pierre-Louis. He tried to run into Oscarson. There's a chance that that's not Oscarson because the name bar has been taken off. So Pete and Joe, if you're out there, if you could inform me on who the miscellaneous new number 10 is, that would be great. Koash redirects one in front, but nobody home. Justin Brazen on the hash back in his own end. Justin Brazen playing his first game since February the 16th, where he had a goal against the Athens Rock Lobsters right here at home. Nathan Malott in his own end chips it across to Lucas Rothi, another assistant captain for the Dashers. Up to Brazen. Brazen will take the liberty of dumping the puck in past Karpinski. Off the wall, picked up by Declan Conway. Conway goes around Murphy to Prevost. Picked off by Brazen. Trying to cut through the middle. And finally jabs it down low to Zach Horn. Horn can't hold on to it. Inside 13 minutes to go here. Declan Conway up the near side. Tries to move to his backhand. Gets it over to Koivu Niemi, who clangs it off the side of the cage. And finally back out to the blue line. Prevost into the legs of Rothi. Kicked over to Stefanini. Horn's able to fight it over the blue line and slap it across to Rothi. Rothi with Murphy. Cutting in. Murphy's redirection into the glove of Karpinski. And we get a whistle. In our first media timeout, we will take it. Moccasins lead at 1-0 on Houston Wilson's 3rd. We'll be back in a dash.
You want one?
Yeah, one. Cool.
A Riggs Brewing Co. Dasher IPL, locally brewed in Illinois.
Ooh, can I try? Juicy.
Only $6 at the Dasher games.
Ooh, I would never buy another beer at the Dashers game other than that one.
Me neither.
Hey! Get him! Get him! Hey!
I could get used to this.
Oh, yeah. Hey!
Just like a Dasher's goal, everyone loves a Dasher's IPL.
By Riggs Beer Company.
And we welcome you back. Number 10 is Nicholas Favaro. I was under the impression he was wearing 22 tonight, but he's making his FPHL debut. 5 goals and 9 assists across 32 games played with the Macon Mayhem of the SPHL prior to his arrival. He's also played for Wichita and Cincinnati in the ECHL. 5'11", 180-pound Woodbridge, Ontario native. Went to Curry College from 2019 to 2023, also the alma mater of the Dashers' other goaltender, Oscar Wahlgren. We'll get into our storyline, of course, the new head coach for the Dashers momentarily, but as I mentioned, a pretty hectic 2 hours leading up to the game. We had all kinds of internet troubles, and icing's convenient here. Paul McLean, the third skipper for the Dashers this season. AJ Tesserero was skipper number 1. He went about 24 games into the season, earning just 1 win. Then Stephen Esau came in, and unfortunately across his 16 games couldn't earn a win. So Paul McLean being called upon. This is his second time behind the bench of the Dashers. Was also their skipper in 2018-2019. Had a record of 8-8-1 before being let go, and excited for his second stint here and see if he can give these people some well-deserved wins. Decent crowd tonight as well. Drop pass to Asp, loads in, shoots, and that one tipped wide. Wyzak harassing Hugo Koch with the stick. Another shot comes in low, the rebound down low. Rutherford down to his back, and eventually it's dug out by Jawan Davis. Back over to Sewardson through the neutral zone. He'll dump it in, delayed offside on the Dasher. Not sure they realize it, and the linesman comes out to make the indication, and the draw will come just outside the blue line. But Paul McLean, yeah, the third coach for this team. Quite the history. 17 games, as I mentioned, in 2018-19. He's also coached all around the Fed. Elmira, Delaware, Baton Rouge. Was an assistant coach in Watertown when they won the Commissioner's Cup in 2021 and 2022. So he has plenty of experience, and the Dashers are looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table. Schumacher banks it off the wall, picked up by Blake Anderson across the blue line. Loic Pierre-Louis cuts off his angle. It's over to Many Guns now. He'll coil and give over to Anderson, who flies one over the goal and off the window. Will Holden bangs into Trigby Many Guns. Loic Pierre-Louis over to Yasuke Jumanji, who will dump it in ahead of Hess. Schumacher behind the end line. Controls the puck, gives it away just past Holden, who overskated it. Will Holden playing in his third game for the Dashers. St. Louis, Missouri native, 22 years old, 6'2", 210. Jumanji trying to go through 3 Moccasins, didn't have much luck there. Rothy fighting one towards the goal. Doesn't work out. Schumacher, the captain, banks one off the wall. Anderson gets laid out by Yasuke Jumanji. Anderson gives him a slash to the leg. Many Guns then runs into him, and Jumanji wants no part of that. But nice to see him using his body. 11:03 to go, and still 1-0. The Moccasins lead it. Zach Horn and Ben Stefanini will do the face-off. Stefanini currently on an 8-game pointless streak. Does have 19 points this season, but it's been a bit of a slump for him. Looking to break out. This one's wristed on in. First one there is Bronson. He'll backhand one out of the zone, but it doesn't get all the way out. Comes down low. Rothy runs into Stefanini, who's able to escape him. Above the circle now, holding into the high slot, shoots low, looking for a rebound. Rutherford's there, falling on it, still sticks jabbing everywhere, and finally we get the whistle. And a much needed one at that. Last weekend the Dashers went out and met the Binghamton Black Bears. It was a tough contest. The lone goal they scored in the weekend was Quinn O'Reilly's in the second period of the Saturday game down the stretch, scored on the power play. One of the few positives for the Dashers in that weekend, along with Parker Rutherford in between the pipes. Face-off is controlled by Conway. Sewardson takes it away from him. Davis on the sidewall, slows it down and sends it across. Touched in by Prexler. Lucas Rothy now, the first one there. Run into by Prevost. Sewardson with a nice hit on Stefanini, who fights it out to the point for Prexler. Prexler back over to Davis. Outside the circle, shoots. The rebound not there. And Conway will head back the other way. Nathan Malott backhanding one around the defender. Through the neutral zone, Davis gains the line. Dashers stay onside. Davis fighting one on goal. It goes just past Sewertson's stick. And all the way back to Conway. Conway, 2-on-2 the other way. Drops it off to the point. Asp couldn't uncork the shot, and now here comes Prexler. Over to Slinger. Slinger leads Davis. Davis on his forehand shoots. Tried to go short side and missed the net. Wilson off the boards, enters the zone, one-on-one with Wyzak. The lone goal scorer tonight is Houston Wilson. Wyzak behind the safety of his own goal will hold and wait for some help. Sewardson back over to Davis. Davis across the line, saucer pass to Prexler, his backhander. Couldn't get it on goal and pays the price. Run into the wall by Rasmus Asp. Jawan Davis now just inside the blue line. Chipping one around into the corner. We get a whistle, and it looks like a slash has been indicated by the official. See who the guilty party is. So the Dashers are going to head to a Genworth State Farm power play on the other side of this break. We'll be back in a dash on the Dashers Hockey Network.
Nuts About Bolts is a family and locally owned hardware store that has been open since 2015. Offering a wide range of products, they have the missing piece for your next project. If they don't have what you're looking for in stock, they can happily order it for you. Nuts About Bolts offers delivery services with no minimum purchase amount required. They take pride in their prices and friendly service. First-time customers get 10% off their first purchase. Additionally, Nuts About Bolts accepts returns up to 30 days after your purchase. They are open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can call at 217-516-3186 or visit them at 812 Warrington Avenue in Danville to learn more. Nuts About Bolts is a proud sponsor of Dashers Hockey.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
And we welcome you back. The Dashers head to their first Genworth State Farm power play of the evening. Coming in 10.7%, that's 14th in the FPHL. On the other hand, the Monroe Moccasins penalty kill has been great, 82.9%, which is third in the FPHL. Brazen gives off to Wyzak for Brazen again, down to Horn. Horn with room to shoot right off of Karpinski in the Moccasin logo on his chest and sent back out all the way down to Rutherford. Wyzak elects to play it himself for Prexler now. A little bit of pressure being applied from Caden Henry, former Binghamton Black Bear. Spent 23 games with them and logged 15 points before arriving here in Monroe. Five-man scrum on the near side wall back in the Dashers' end. 80 seconds to go on the Hugo Koch minor for slashing. Zach Horn right around Rutherford now with a burst of speed through the neutral zone. Gains the blue line. Backhands one up to Murphy. Murphy into the high slot to his backhand. Back over to Prexler, who fights one on goal. Jammed at in front by Brazen, and eventually it's cleared. Another grade A opportunity for the Dashers. This one comes on the power play. And now Malott will start things off by leaving it for Cody Hess. Hess to his backhand, gives over to Quinn O'Reilly. O'Reilly back over to Hess. Hess slows it down in the corner. Dashers establish the zone. Malott back over to Hess. Hess shoots, and that one didn't get all the way through. Cut off by Conway. He's got a little help on the far side with Kevin Zabad. And eventually the puck makes it the length. Well, it looked like there could have been a brief 2-on-1 there for a moment. Nathan Malott over to Sewardson, dropping it back to Nathan Malott. Malott made his debut in the Topeka series for the Dashers. No goals and 2 assists through his first 9 games. Somehow stays with the puck through all that traffic in the corner now. Slowing it down, looking back down low for O'Reilly. And this one will be sent the distance down on Rutherford. Hugo Koch is going to come out of the box. And we're back to even strength. 7 minutes to go in period one. Cody Hess loses it in his own zone. Lirakos picks it up in the corner. Centering one, looking for Koch, and finally Cody Hess will skate it out. The Decatur, Indiana native will dump it on in. Karpinski shovels it back over to Wilson. Wilson behind his end line will start the breakout. Surveying as he heads towards the far side. Harassed by Jumanji. Dropped one off for Koch. Sewardson then sends it for Slinger. Slinger dangerously tiptoes past his own goal. It's turned over. Lirakos controls it now. Slinger, tenacious effort, wins the puck back. And now Dashers trying to clear the zone. Sewardson nonchalantly skates through the circle. Now through the neutral zone, right into the Moccasins' end. It's batted out by Favaro. And now lead pass for Many Guns is touched in deep. He would have had a breakaway. Rothy running into Many Guns. Many Guns drops one off for Koash. Koash at the circle leads Anderson. Anderson tied for the team leading goals with 15 this season. Declan Conway is the man he's tied with. Davis around through the end line. Leads Prexler. TJ Prexler, who's played with the Zydeco and the Blue Ridge Bobcats this season, has it picked off as he enters the zone. Right back the other way. Many Guns. The big lefty slows it down and leads Hugh Gustafson. Hugh Gustafson outside the circle looking to drop it off to Anderson. Pierre-Louis fighting to get it out of the zone. He can't. Scott Koash down low for Many Guns once again. Many Guns plays the wall back behind the goal for Koash. Comes out to the point. And swatted on goal by Koash. Ricocheting all in front of Rutherford and finally is sent back out to the point again. Prevost into the leg of Prexler. Knocked down. Koash spins it back in deep. Anderson looking for Koash again. Clangs all the way to the near side. Koivu Niemi pokes it away from Wyzak. Many Guns. Behind the end line, a three-man scrum. Pierre-Louis sends it back to the near side wall. Wyzak hesitated and didn't get a chance to play it. Declan Conway holding on his forehand. O'Reilly flanks him as the puck comes to the near side wall. Inside 5 minutes to go here. In period one, Moccasins lead it 1-0. As the puck is iced, this should be our final media timeout, and it will be. We will take it and be back in 90 seconds on the Dashers Hockey Network.
Winter's coming. Think your furnace is good to go but want to be sure? For a limited time, CU Trade Services Kashevsky Heating and Air is offering a $65 basic operational check to get you ready for the cold. Need plumbing or electrical work too? CU Trade Services Kashevsky Heating and Air now proudly serves the Damal area for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. Call CU Trade Services Kashevsky Heating and Air now to book your basic furnace operational check at 217-442-1454 or visit cutradeservices.com today.
Toyota of Danville is car shopping made easy. They provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles along with exceptional care. Car loans and financing are also available. Toyota of Danville prides themselves on their commitment to amazing customer experiences. They also have a service center to ensure the vehicle you purchase will be up to par and on the road for years to come. While you wait on service or parts, they have a wide variety of thoughtful amenities to enhance your experience. Come on down and see what Toyota of Danville can offer you.
We welcome you back to Dashers and the Moccasins on the Dashers Hockey Network. Devin Doback along with Carson Brown and Lincoln Mackin along with you. We're going to have a special guest commentator coming for the second period to join myself. They'll be doing color commentary, a nice little youngster. So looking forward to him making his debut. We'll keep it a secret until he joins the air, but looking forward to it. Should be a really cool opportunity for him as well as myself. Rothy picks it away from Prevost. Brazen sends it back into the skates of Rothy, who's able to win it back away from the pressure of Zabad. Banked up but not out. Stefanini closing in. His toe drag release, I should say, goes into Rothy and eventually sent out. Zach Horn in a foot race. Number 9 versus 9. Brazen shoots and it deflects up and into the netting. 3:54 to go. And we'll have another face-off coming back in the Moccasins' end. Well, the Moccasins back on the road, the third time they've played in the David S. Palmer Arena, but the comforts of home in the Monroe Civic Center have been unbelievable for them. The highest attendance average in the league this season, 4,613 is their average. That's 96,000 plus that have entered the doors of the Monroe Civic Center to see a Moccasins game. So shout out to them, even out-dueling bingo at the top of the attendance rankings. As another shot comes in and steered away by Rutherford and finally sent out. Favaro will go try and track it down. Karpinski thought about playing it, instead leaves it for his newest teammate, I guess I should say. Here's Houston Wilson across the blue line on his backhand, drops one off in the direction of Leorakos. Wilson back out to the point, controlled by Asp. Quick little head fake and now sends one through the slot. Wilson had it deflect off his stick. Dasher's trying to fight it out of the zone. Comes out to Rasmus Asp once again. Shots are 13-6 Monroe through the first 17 minutes of regulation. As this one takes a funny carom right in front now. Here's Quinn O'Reilly, potentially numbers the other way for him. And he'll have to slow it down and wait for some help. Almost had a chance in all alone, looking to fight one across to Holden. Holden tried to center, but nobody home in the slot for the Dashers, and Wilson drops it off to Leorakos. Yanni Leorakos, we talked about him a little bit earlier, but he's averaged 1.5 points per game across his entire career, which spans 256 games. His previous two seasons in the FPHL, 2.4 points per game and 2.3 prior to this season. Those were with the Mississippi Seawolves. But still without a point for the Moccasins in his first 3 games. Delayed penalty coming up against the Moccasins. Davis tried to jump around the pressure, and the referees are going to get someone for maybe another slash. We'll see who the guilty party is, and with 2:08 to go, the Dashers with a golden opportunity to even up the hockey game. It's Frank Schumacher. That's going to be, he took a step that way. Instead, it looks like Blake Anderson's going to skate that way. Being escorted by the official, Eric Netzel. And so the second time the Dashers will head to the Jenna Worth State Farm power play. 0 for 1 tonight. Thomas Murphy, Zach Horn, and TJ Prexler. The line out there for the Dashers. Gary Gill counters with his penalty kill unit of Declan Conway. Looks like Blake, or rather Hugh Gustafson, along with Stefanini and Schumacher out there. It's a 2-minute minor for hooking that was assessed. So Jenna Worth State Farm power play. Colton Wyzak out of his own end, looks for options, leaves it for Prexler. Prexler got flanked by Declan Conway. Somehow the puck escapes to Murphy. Broken out of the zone. Now Conway, 1-on-2, couldn't get through Colton Wyzak. Dropped off to Zach Horn. He'll have to start it from his own end. Zach Horn on his 5th FPHL team with the Dashers. Murphy over to Prexler. Now for Horn. Horn shoots, and it's a save made by Cody Karpinski. Karpinski's only made 1 start for the Moccasins this season. Made 34 saves on the 37 shots he faced in the loss to Athens. That came on last Saturday. But a more than capable goaltender, and looking forward to see what he brings throughout the final 41-plus minutes here tonight. Nathan Malott inside the blue line, pinches, thought about the slap shot, drops it for Davis, who shoots. And it caroms up and into the netting. And we'll do another face-off. .70 seconds to go on the Blake Anderson minor. 78 seconds remaining in period 1 of a 1-goal hockey game. Out to the point, Malott's got it again. Tiptoes the blue line before dropping it to Davis. Backhand and Malott, his one-timer, goes wide and comes all the way out of the zone. The one-timer is something Nathan Malott's been working at in practice all week on. Had a chance to do it there, but just missed his mark. Cody Hess through the charging deer at center ice. Drops it for Malott. Turned over, back the other way. With speed comes Caden Henry. Slow, shoots, and off the shoulder of Rutherford. Dashers north to south, back the other way. Here's Quinn O'Reilly over the blue line. Still holding, banks it around the wall, looking for Hess. Prevost, the first one there. It's touched up by Henry, but Malott keeps it in the zone. Malott over for Davis, through the circle, shoots. Rebound is O'Reilly fighting one towards the goal, and finally Monroe's able to clear. Looked like a juicy rebound off of Karpinski for a moment. As now here's Malott once again, giving over to Lucas Rothy. Rothy, 6'3", 210, native of Olby, Michigan. Leads Jawan Davis. He'll enter the zone behind Slinger. Tried to fight it back in his direction, but Monroe picks it off. They'll head the other way. Staying onside. Anderson fresh out of the box. Here's Favaro. He gets tripped up going to the net, and finally time expires with all kinds of bodies laying down on the ice. And when all's said and done, Monroe's 1-goal lead is safe as we get set for period 2 in 18 short minutes. The shots in period 1, 15-9 for the Snakes. Wilson's goal at 5:45 on the power play, with the assists going to Liarakos and Prevost. So Liarakos did get his first point with an assist. And looking forward to seeing what the final 40 minutes has in store. We'll be back in a few moments after this intermission right here on the Dashers Hockey Network.
Nuts About Bolts is a family and locally owned hardware store that has been open since 2015. Offering a wide range of products, they have the missing piece for your next project. If they don't have what you're looking for in stock, they can happily order it for you. Nuts About Bolts offers delivery services with no minimum purchase amount required. They take pride in their prices and friendly service. First-time customers get 10% off their first purchase. Additionally, Nuts About Bolts accepts returns up to 30 days after your purchase. They are open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. You can call at 217-516-3186 or visit them at 812 Warrington Avenue in Danville to learn more. Nuts About Bolts is a proud sponsor of Dashers Hockey.
This is no ordinary cup. This Scooter's coffee cup was served with a genuine so good to see you again smile. This cup has a little boost of energy just for you. This cup came with extra whip for good luck.
We lost!
You'll get them next time. This Scooter's coffee cup was made by your favorite barista for her favorite customer. So go ahead, scoot on around. Amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scoot on around. We know a lot of people are hurting right now, and the Gold Rush is here to help. We are looking to fill our shelves with your pre-owned items. We pay top dollar for your jewelry, TVs, laptops, tablets, gaming systems, tools, musical equipment, coins, and much more. The Gold Rush Pawn Shop is Vermilion County's best pawn shop, as voted by the Commercial News Reader's Choice Awards for the last 20 years. We have 2 locations to serve you best. The Gold Rush at 20 North Hazel Street in Danville, and Gold Rush 2 at 41 East Main in Champaign.
Toyota of Danville is car shopping made easy. They provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles along with exceptional care. Car loans and financing are also available. Toyota of Danville prides themselves on their commitment to amazing customer experiences. They also have a service center to ensure the vehicle you purchase will be up to par and on the road for years to come. While you wait on service or parts, they have a wide variety of thoughtful amenities to enhance your experience. Come on down and see what Toyota of Danville can offer you. Toyota of Danville is located at 2106 Georgetown Road in Tilton, Illinois. You can search their new and used vehicles or parts inventory online. Feel free to schedule a visit for service. Visit toyotaofdanville.com or call 217-442-8474 to learn more. Toyota of Danville, the fun place to buy.
It's time to come home to Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them.
From waterproof floors and carpet to furniture and design advice.
You've got a team of experts on your side.
Now get our best prices of the season on every carpet and floor. Complete your room with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free financing too. Come home to Carpet Weavers,
Where floors, furniture,
and family meet.
Just because it's cold outside doesn't mean you can't have a bounce house. Make your party one that the kids, and maybe some adults, will remember. Dishman Inflatables offers a wide variety of different sizes and styles of inflatable fun. They pride themselves on exceptional service and affordable prices that can make any day a celebration. Turn your backyard into a princess palace or a pirate ship. There's even dunk tanks available. Located in Bismarck, Illinois, Dishman Inflatables will continue to serve Vermilion County in both Illinois and Indiana for years to come. Follow Dishman Inflatables on Facebook or call 217-474-6319 to learn more. Dishman Inflatables. We rent you the fun for your party.
Wilson's Complete Auto and Transmission LLC has been a full-service auto repair shop in Danville, Illinois since 1955. They specialize in full-service auto repair, transmission, and brakes. Their technicians have years of experience and are ASE certified. They're looking forward to growing their business and continuing to serve the Danville and surrounding areas. They'd like to personally invite you to stop in today for auto repair and maintenance. Visit wilsonscompleteauto.com or call 217-442-3382 to learn more. Watchfire empowers businesses to stand out, differentiate themselves, and create a strong market presence. They have developed an advertising solution capable of delivering affordable, effective, and immediate communication that drives revenue. Every aspect of their display hardware, content management software, and ongoing services are built around giving you the greatest tools available to help grow your business. Their world-class engineering team crafts each design and specifies each component to deliver worry-free performance and longevity. Their designs are thoughtful and intentional, aimed at delivering unparalleled uptime and stunning visual performance to a variety of different venues. Watchfire LED sign products carry their commitment to excellence and include the industry-best parts and factory labor warranties. Watchfire, the industry leader in quality, reliability, and customer service. Visit watchfiresigns.com or call 217-442-0611 to learn more.
Winter's coming. Think your furnace is good to go but want to be sure? For a limited time, CU Trade Services Kashevsky Heating and Air is offering a $65 basic operational check to get you ready for the cold. Need plumbing or electrical work too? CU Trade Services Kashevsky Heating and Air now proudly serves the Danville area for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical services. Call CU Trade Services Kashevsky Heating and Air now to book your basic furnace operational check at 217-442-1454 or visit cutradeservices.com today.
Sleep Inn and Suites in Danville offer a simply stylish sanctuary near the Danville Area Community College. Their wide variety of amenities and accommodations make it the place to stay for anyone. Make yourself at home in one of their 76 individually furnished guest rooms, featuring refrigerators and microwaves. Your pillow-top bed comes with premium bedding. Wired and wireless internet access is complimentary, while 32-inch flat-screen televisions with cable programming provide the entertainment. Private bathrooms with showers feature complimentary toiletries and hair dryers. A complimentary full breakfast is served on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and on weekends from 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Conveniently located off of I-74, they are also within driving distance from several local sites and destinations, including Bunker Hill and Kennecook County Park, the David S. Palmer Arena, and the Village Mall. Looking for a delicious way to enjoy a healthy beverage? Stir Nutrition is Tilton's new healthy hangout. They provide a wide selection of protein shakes, energy drinks, and protein coffees of various sizes and flavors. They also have seasonal specials to fit the vibes just right. Come on in to meet the friendly staff at 1770 Georgetown Road, Suite B in Tilton, Illinois to see for yourself or call 217-703-1374 to learn more. Gilbert Street Cafe serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They offer all of their menu options at any time of the day to satisfy any mood you find yourself in. They offer a variety of your favorite salads, sandwiches, burgers, and Italian dishes. Gilbert Street Cafe is a casual-style family restaurant in a comfortable, modern, and friendly environment. They are open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Feel free to place an order online for takeout or come and dine inside. Their friendly staff will greet you as part of their own family. You can call at 217-213-6169 or visit 628 North Gilbert Street in Danville. Gilbert Street Cafe is a proud sponsor of the Dashers Hockey Club.
Jocko's features legendary pizza and so much more. Imagine all your favorite ingredients piled high on Jocko's crispy, crackery thin, or New York-style crust, plus many delectable signature pizzas. Jocko's award-winning loaded farm-fresh salad bar has the best selection in town and goes perfect with their daily homemade soups. Our extensive menu is comprised of a large variety of appetizers, hearty sandwiches, several entrees, including savory pasta and luscious desserts, wet your whistle signature wines, and craft beer specials. There is always something new to discover at Jocko's, so don't miss our daily and monthly specials. Kids of all ages will love the model trains and daily games on the big screens. We welcome groups of all sizes or enjoy the comfort of a homemade meal in the convenience of your home or office from their bountiful selection on the catering menu. Jocko's, rocking your taste buds since 1972, Gilbert and Williams, Danville, Illinois.
The solar industry has come a long way since it got its start. With lower installation costs, greater output and storage options, and financial incentives for getting started, now is a great time to add solar to your home. Rector Solar and Roofing is your neighborhood authority in the solar industry. They are experienced roofers who know the value of solar and strive to put it to work in our community. They can dispel the myths surrounding solar and give you trusted advice that's accurate to your home. Visit rectorsolar.com to request a free quote or call 217-281-7000. Midwest Asphalt specializes in a wide range of services including asphalt contracting, which includes seal coating, line striping, and patchwork, earthwork like grading, foundation work, excavation, sewer and water services, and site clearing, concrete services for walls, floors, foundations, sidewalks, and parking lots, and property demolition, industrial, residential, commercial demolition, and concrete removal. They are locally owned and operated by highly trained professional crews with emergency services available. Visit MidwestAsphaltCo.com to request a free estimate or call 217-446-3350.
One word I use to describe Fisher National Bank is caring. Caring is taking care of the customer's needs, not just their financial needs, their family needs, their community needs. We participate in the community. We support the school like no one else in town. We look at what we can do not as how it affects our bottom line, but is it the right thing to do? Are we good members of the community? We're not just taking from the community, and I think that's what we do best. I've got so many customers that just will come in and spend an hour, and before you know it, the day is gone, and I look and say, oh gosh, I didn't get things done. But you did get something done. You spent time with someone, you learn more about them, they learn more about you. It makes for a better day, it makes for a better business.
Fisher National Bank, member FDIC.
Winter or summer?
Winter.
Country or rap music?
Country.
Glove or blocker?
Glove.
Butterfly or scorpion save?
Butterfly.
Salt or pepper?
Salt.
Text or call?
Text.
Sweet or salty?
Salty.
Movies or TV shows?
TV shows.
Coke or Pepsi?
Neither.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
Go out or stay in?
Go out.
Peanut butter or jelly?
Jelly.
Weights or cardio?
Weights.
Pixar or DreamWorks?
DreamWorks.
Eat out or eat in?
Eat in.
Road trip or home game?
Home game.
Danville or anywhere else?
Danville.
Sweet. My name is Devin Dobeck. I'm the broadcaster for the Dashers. I was born on November 13th, 2001 in East Longmeadow, Massachusetts. I now live out in Cape Cod with my mom, dad, my brother Brady, and my dog Buddy. I knew I wanted to start broadcasting at a young age, except that I wasn't a great athlete, so if me and my brother were playing wiffle ball, knee hockey, or basketball, all I wanted to do was call each and every one of those games as if we were athletes in Game 7. I began actually broadcasting in high school for the local station LCAT, where I called hockey, basketball, football, and soccer there, and I realized I wanted to make a career out of it. So from that point on, I went to the University of Massachusetts Amherst, where I joined WMUA Sports, 91.1 FM, the student radio station, and in my senior year, I was the sports director for the station. I've also worked in the New England Collegiate Baseball League for the Valley Blue Sox for a summer, and following that, 3 years with the Harwich Mariners in the Cape Cod Baseball League. We won a championship in my most recent season, which was pretty cool to ride off into the sunset. I've also been a viceroy for Barstool Sports, running ZooMass on their social media for @UMass, and also Barstool Boston, which is something I currently do on the side. And now I'm here in Danville working for the Dashers and having an absolute blast. Happy to be here. Who would win in a 1v1 basketball game? Who is better at Mario Kart or FIFA? Who would survive longer on a desert island? Who is more likely to get lost on a road trip? Who would make a better stand-up comedian? Who is more competitive outside of hockey? Who is more likely to break out in a dance randomly? Who is better at keeping secrets? Who has a crazier save celebration? Who would get further on the show Survivor? Who is more likely to sleep through their alarm? Who would win in a hot dog eating contest? Who is better at impersonations? Who's the better rock, paper, scissors player? Who would win in a Nerf gun fight? Who is more likely to star in an action movie? Who is better at wrapping presents? Who is more likely to prank a teammate? Who would win a debate about something completely random? Who is more likely to trip over nothing in public? Who has the better selfie game? Who would make a better magician? Who would last longer at an all-you-can-eat buffet? Who is better at making people laugh? Who is the better fighter? Who would win in a pillow fight? Who is more likely to fall asleep during a movie? Who would get away with a crime in a spy movie? And who loves the Dashers the most? Sweet. All right.
And we welcome you back into the David S. Palmer Arena. Devin Dobeck joined by Holden Hightower, our special guest broadcaster doing color tonight. Let's take a quick look before we introduce him at our game stats through a period. The score 1-0. The Moccasins in front. Shots are 15-9 in favor of Monroe as well. They're 1 for 1 on the power play. The Dashers are 0 for 2. As much as that graphic says 1 for 2, and penalty minutes are 4 aside. Well, Holden, welcome to the broadcast booth, buddy. We're happy to have you on board with us. Why don't you tell the audience and the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Thanks for having me, Deb. I'm Holden Hightower. I'm 11 years old, and I'm really happy to be here.
We're excited to have you, man. No need to be nervous. Just me and you having a conversation. We're all right here on the Dashers Hockey Network. And I know you've done some work with the Danville Dans, which is a summer collegiate baseball team, correct?
Yes, I do a summer broadcasting camp with Danville Area Community College.
Nice. Well, we're happy to have you on board with us as Rasmus Asp dumps it in along the end wall. Swept across and up to the point. Shot comes in from up top by Favaro, and it's steered aside by Rutherford. Kevin Zabad, the former member of the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Quite the tenure he had there. 38 games this season with the Zydeco, had 15 goals and 15 assists, and now playing in his 6th game since the trade with the Monroe Moccasins. Justin Brazen, the captain, picks off the turnover. Zach Horn trying to go through Asp, who was able to take it back away from him. Brazen on the near side half wall, gets banged into by Stefanini. He's able to escape the pressure, now closing in on Rothy. Shoots, looking low and away, and the Dashers are able to fight it out. Koivuniemi through the charging deer at center ice, sends one across to Hugo Koch. Back over to the near side. It's picked up by Houston Wilson, who has the game's only goal. That came on the power play about 5 minutes into the frame of period 1. Lirakos, who recorded his first point of the season. Cody Hess gets taken down, no call by Prevost. Puck is sent on in, icing waved off. Will Holden with some good speed there.
Not the one broadcasting.
Yeah, Holden Hightower is broadcasting. Will Hightower's on the ice. We got a couple Holdens going on here. 18-15 remains in the second period. Score the same as when we started here. Prevost dumps it on in, hard off the wall. Blake Sewardson collects it below the end line, banks it up the wall, past Prexler, and it's sent down past Schumacher. Banked into the neutral zone, goes off of Blake Anderson. Serves one back over to Houston Wilson, coiling away from Colton Wyzak. Goes to the top of the key, to his backhand, some nifty skating. Shoots off the post on the far side. Schumacher into the middle for Anderson. Anderson tried to lead Hugh Gustafson. Many Guns chips it in deep. Houston Wilson, nifty pirouette move to get free from the pressure, and then Colton Wyzak's able to rub him off the puck. TJ Prexler, saucer pass in the direction of Davis. They enter the zone, give to Sewardson. Sewardson on his backhand, closes in and shoots. Karpinski makes the save.
Sewardson thought that should have been a penalty, but no call.
Yeah, driving the net hard and can only shake his head, but a good opportunity there for one of the newest assistant captains. Sewardson, 5'8", 170 pounds, a native of Kentwood, Michigan, 25 years old, spent 21 games with the Hudson Valley Venom, the HC Venom, whatever you want to call him, before joining the Dashers, and has really made a name for himself in the black and orange. 5 goals and 5 assists across 13 games for the rookie. Pierre-Louis tries to track down Asp. Puck spits out to Anderson. Anderson on his backhand. Asp takes it away from him, down low below the end line. Holding and holding. Chips it back down low, and it's cut off by Favaro. Favaro spinning one in front off the skates of Koash, kept in by Asp. To his backhand, goes around the defender Brazen, tried to drop it off. Instead, it pinballs around in front, and Brazen is able to just chip it out into the neutral area. Sean Gore swats it around the corner wall. Juicy rebound in front. Koash is tipped over by Sean Gore. Tries to get a couple extra jabs in there, and the officials come in to shut everything down. 16:25 to go. Gary Gill, the bench boss for the Monroe Moccasins. He's also, ironically, their 3rd head coach of the season. Native of Montreal, Quebec. He's had roles in the ECHL with the Reading Royals, the Central Hockey League with the Mississippi River Kings, SPHL, I mean, really quite the career he's had. Over 400 games under his belt as the bench boss. Comes out to Prevost, tries to center, and there it is. Kevin Zabad with his first in the Monroe Moccasins colors. Doubles the margin on the back door, and it's 2-0. Holden, what'd you see on that one?
Dashers need to play much more hands-on defense. When they're in the zone 5-on-5, you need to get close to them. You're giving them space to get slap shots or one-timers.
Yeah, it was just a perfect passing lane, and on the back door just jammed on home. Well executed by Monroe, and Kevin Zabad has his first. His only point with the Moccasins prior to that was an assist on February the 28th against the Athens Rock Lobsters, but now has his first Moccasins goal. O'Reilly on his backhand trying to drive the goal. Comes back over to the near side. Hess steering one back over to the far side corner. Prevost knocks it back up into center ice. And Colton Wyzak, the St. Thomas, Ontario native, chips one in the direction of Quinn O'Reilly. Stefanini through the skates of Hess, sends it in deep. Officials are going to wave off the icing. Wilson on his backhand below the end line. Goes around Rutherford, slams on the brakes and drops it off to Schumacher. Down low, Leorakos has it hop over his stick. Back out into the neutral zone again. Hugh Gustafson fires one across in the direction of Schumacher. Wilson dropping one off to Leorakos. And finally, he's banged into by Wyzak. Jawan Davis leads Zach Slinger. Zach Slinger, 3 assists across his 7 games with the Dashers this season. Was signed just about a month ago and has really made his presence felt, playing both forward and defense. As a shot from Pierre-Louis comes in, tipped in front, and that will be our first media timeout. 14:47 to go. Period 2. Moccasins get another one and double their lead. Kevin Zabad's first in the maroon and white. We'll be back in a moment. 2-0 from Danville.
The solar industry has come a long way since it got its start, with lower installation costs, greater output and storage options, and financial incentives for getting started. Now is a great time to add solar to your home. Rector Solar and Roofing is your neighborhood authority in the solar industry. They are experienced roofers who know the value of solar and strive to put it to work in our community. They can dispel the myths surrounding solar and give you trusted advice that's accurate to your home. Visit rectorsolar.com to request a free quote or call 217-281-7000.
Jocko's features legendary pizza and so much more. Imagine all your favorite ingredients piled high on Jocko's crispy, crackery thin, or New York-style crust, plus many delectable signature pizzas. Jocko's award-winning loaded farm-fresh salad bar has the best selection in town and goes perfect with their daily homemade soups. Our extensive menu is comprised of a large variety of appetizers, hearty sandwiches, several entrees, including savory pasta and luscious desserts, wet your whistle signature wines, and craft beer specials. There is always something new to discover at Jocko's, so don't miss our daily and monthly.
And we welcome you back to the Dashers Hockey Network. Devin Dobeck and Holden Hightower along with you here. The Moccasins lead it 2-0. The first goal came from Wilson. The second comes from Kevin Zabad. Still anybody's hockey game here, though, in period 2. Holden, what things have to go right for the Dashers? What do they need to change to hop back in and maybe score some goals?
Need to get much more ozone time. Players need to be much more disciplined. Going off of the penalty from Jawan Davis, he gets a lot of penalty time, which he needs to change that. He takes lots of penalties.
He's a very gifted offensive player, knows how to shoot the puck, but the penalties as of late have been a bit of a problem. So we'll see if he can make his impact on the offensive end and redeem himself after that double minor in period 1.
And get some more shots on goal. Every game, teams are beating you in shots on goal.
Many Guns fights one in on Rutherford, who eats it off the chest. Anderson looking back down low for Many Guns. Dropping it back to Anderson. Anderson holds and backhanding one looking for Many Guns. Schumacher off the wall looking for a tip from Anderson. It flutters over towards Rutherford, and he'll be forced to pounce on that one and cover. 13:48 to go.
Dasher fans, tomorrow night, legend Chris Arnetti will be in lineup.
Yeah, Chris Affinati. who we're looking forward to seeing. A big physical presence for the Dashers when he was with them back in the 2010s decade. So looking forward to seeing what he's got in store on First Responders Night tomorrow. Glad you brought that up. Down in the corner, Koash trying to play it from his knees. Comes out to Asp with room to shoot. Rutherford with a big blocker save and a good rebound blocked over to the far side so it couldn't be pounded home. Asp looking for Zabad again. Justin Brazen on his forehand, shielding the puck. He'll carry it in across the blue line. Sending it to the near side corner. Murphy couldn't knock it down off the wall. And now here comes Declan Conway, 2-on-1 brewing with Zabad. Conway shoots and it goes over everything off the glass. Murphy down in the near side corner. Tried to pick it out of trouble. Conway over to Zabad. Around the goal he goes, up to the point. Held by Favaro. He'll shoot. Rutherford never saw it and it missed on the near side. Thomas Murphy digs it out of the corner, being harassed by Houston Wilson. Puck spits out to Lucas Rothy. Rothy, stick handling. Banks one off the wall for Brazen. Brazen, a nice stick lift to make sure that puck stayed free, and Horn couldn't settle it. And Koivuniemi right back over to Wilson. Wilson, toe drag release, and it goes up off the window. And now back out into the high slot. Drop pass, Koivuniemi to Prevost, and Rutherford's there to make another big save. 12:25 to go.
Dashers need to get more defense. Every game, Parker or Oscar has to make save after save.
Yeah, they've been terrific for the Dashers this season. A dynamic duo, some might say. They've made upwards of 40 saves 21 times in their 36 games that either of them have played. Rutherford's made over 40 saves 11 times and 10 for Oscar Wahlgren. Hess shoots one right into the ankles of Hugo Koch. He'll lead the charge over the blue line. Drop off to Leorakos. Into the middle for Wilson. Wilson shoots and scores. Rutherford thought he got trucked.
No goal, no goal.
And the referees are going to wave it off, say it was goaltender interference. And Rutherford definitely got smoked in the blue paint. So this one will likely not stand. Our replay review is down, so I'm holding my breath right now. And hoping they don't go take another look at that. I know the off-ice officials are as well. Looks like.
And it looked like it was 93, Hugo Koch, who tripped up Wahlgren. I meant Rutherford, sorry.
We're back in play, as it looks like Gary Gill is satisfied. If you rewind on your YouTube, it pretty clearly was goaltender interference, but in the event that Gary Gill wanted to take a look at it, we would have had to go do some serious damage control in a short amount of time. Jumanji right around the defender, one-on-one, trying to dance through Koivuniemi, who cut him off, gets it to Hess. Hess's backhander goes just wide on the near side. Oh, I bet you Cody Hess wants that one back. Almost had a chance for his first pro goal right there. Hess picks it up in his own end. Skating through the middle, gives to Jumanji. They'll enter against 4 Moccasins. Jumanji's shot turned aside by Karpinski. Over to Sewardson. Sewardson into Hess's skates, and now here come the Moccasins back the other way. Anderson with a burst of speed across the blue line. Escapes Sean Gore's pressure, and below the end line. Holding on his forehand. Hits the brakes hard to try and shake Jumanji and Pierre-Louis. Hugh Gustafson. DDD pass to Schumacher. Sauced over to Blake Anderson. Over to the near side for Hugh Gustafson. Pierre-Louis gets tripped up behind the play. No call from the officials.
Yeah, it looked like a clear trip, but we're not the refs, unfortunately.
Schumacher up the wall looking for Davis. Many guns. Harassed by Sewardson. Stays with it using his big frame. Trigby Many Guns. 6'4", 225 for the Siksika, Alberta native, 26 years old. And he's been a thorn in the side of the Dashers in their previous 4 contests. Here's Sewardson looking to go from north to south in transition. It escapes to Davis on his backhander, just missed the goal. Sent back over to the far side. Davis collides with Anderson. Gets it out, but all the way through the point and back into the Dashers' end. Shots on goal in the period are 13-3 Monroe, 28-12 in the game. also in favor of the Moccasins. Conway in the circle, drops one off. Back over to Conway as one-timer, and Rutherford somehow is able to make another big right pillow save, and this will lead to our media timeout. 9:45 to go, the score 2-0. We'll be back in a dash on the Dashers Hockey Network.
Sleep Inn and Suites in Danville offer a simply stylish sanctuary near the Danville Area Community College. Their wide variety of amenities and accommodations make it the place to stay for anyone. Make yourself at home in one of their 76 individually furnished guest rooms, featuring refrigerators and microwaves. Your pillow-top bed comes with premium bedding. Wired and wireless internet access is complimentary, while 32-inch flat-screen televisions with cable programming provide the entertainment. Private bathrooms with showers feature complimentary toiletries and hairdryers. A complimentary full breakfast is served on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and on weekends from 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Conveniently located off of I-74, they are also within driving distance from several local sites and destinations, including Bunker Hill and Kennecook County Park, the David S. Palmer Arena, and the Village Mall.
It's time to come home to Carpet Weaver's Flooring and Furniture Gallery.
We don't want you to just like your new floors. We want you to love them.
From waterproof floors and carpet to furniture and design advice.
You've got a team of experts on your side.
Now get our best prices of the season on every carpet and floor. Complete your room with furniture and accessories. Buy it all with free.
And we welcome you back. Monroe controls the face-off as we're halfway home here from Danville. Another shot comes in and goes wide. Stefanini centering one, redirected on goal, and Rutherford sprawling out in the Dirty Bird somehow pounced on it. A big-time save there, Holden.
Yeah, just a great save by Parker. To me, it looked like it went in, but no lights. And hear the whistle.
Sometimes goaltenders are just in the right place at the right time, and that time Rutherford was. Asp shoots, rebound, they score. Ben Stefanini on the doorstep. Had not had a point in 8 games, does it in fashion. His first goal since January 10th against the Mississippi Seawolves gives the Moccasins a 3-goal cushion, and they now lead it 3-0.
Still the Dashers game because we still have 30 total minutes left. 9:28 left to go in the second. Still anybody's game.
Time will certainly tell. Plenty of time to come back if you're the guys in the black and orange, but your job and your workload just got a little tougher.
Just got to get at least one goal before the end of the second period.
I agree, Holden. I'd like to see this be a 2-goal game going into the third period, and then who knows what happens. You know what they say, 2-goal lead is the most dangerous in the hockey game. Hess tried to dance through Koivuniemi, who snuffed that one out. Chipped up, O'Reilly backhands one back into the zone. Controlled by Prevost now, behind the safety of Karpinski's cage. Over to Wilson. Wyzak banks it off the wall for Koch, who goes over the linesman and gets it in deep. Colton Wyzak once again up the wall looking for Hess. Wilson's got it. Almost poked away by Holden. Koch just slowly slides it in over towards Wyzak.
Takeaway from the second, Monroe has just been getting shot after shot. Dashers haven't been able to get much going on offense.
Schumacher closing in, pass across looking for Wilson, and luckily it got through. Now here comes Davis, he's got Prexler with him. The saucer pass out of Prexler's bandwidth and goes all the way down low. Shots are 15-3 Moccasins in the second period, 30-12 in the game, also in favor of the boys in white. Blake Anderson centers for Manyguns, who shoots. Rutherford squeezes the legs together and makes a save. Pierre-Louis took exception to that contact, and he's going to go have a conversation with Trygve Manyguns. Trygve Manyguns is a guy I personally wouldn't want to mess with. I mentioned 6'4", 225, but leads the team in penalty minutes with 125. He's had 4 or more penalty minutes in a dozen contests this season. So he's not afraid to drop the gloves and go at it. Loic Pierre-Louis has had 3 fights as a Dasher. across his 2 stints, all 3 of them against the Binghamton Black Bears. Prexler might have hurt himself slamming Schumacher into the wall as he's a little tender on one of his legs. Appears to be okay and will continue on with his shift. Anderson over to Meniguns, tried to get it to his forehand and got jammed up a little bit. Now Davis has it bank off of his toe, slows it down in a beautiful feed to Prexler, who gains the zone across to Sewardson, looking for a tip. And that one goes into the end wall. Prexler also sent into the end wall. Hugh Gustafson over to Zabad. Zabad shoots and off the shoulder of Rutherford, stays out. Jawan Davis over the line. They'll say it was offside, and with 7:06 to go, we're going to have another whistle and a face-off and do it again. Holden, do you have a favorite dasher?
I really don't know because it was Nikolai Salov, but he was released. But, I mean, because of his last name, I might have to go with William Holden.
That's fair enough. Holden likes Holden.
Yeah, but if it's not him, I would say Murphy.
Yeah.
Very
Murph's a tough guy not to like. Very physical. Rasmus Asp looking for a tip in front and caught the stick of Conway briefly. Favaro slammed into the wall on the far side by Justin Brazen. Rattles his cage around. Stefanini sweeps one back down low. Zabad and Malat will be in a race for the puck. Brazen looking to pick one off. Instead, it finds Asp. Swept around by Zabad. On over to Favaro, who shoots, deflects up and into the netting for another faceoff.
It was announced yesterday that the new Dashers coach would be Paul McLean. He had a stint with the old team in 18-19, but was fired mid-season.
Yes, he coached 17 games for them in that season. That's a pretty good recall. Went 8-8-1 with the Dashers in that time. Were you ever at any of the games back then? You probably were pretty young.
Oh, I was.
5 or so, but you probably might have seen a couple games if you're in the area.
Not just a couple. My whole a lot of my people worked at the arena, so I was here almost every home weekend.
Yeah, it's a cool place to enjoy a game, the David S. Palmer Arena. We hope you can join us tomorrow night if you're not here tonight. It's First Responders Night. Specialty jerseys up for live auction. Yes, live auction, not on Dash. We'll have an auctioneer here. Somehow I got cut from that role, but I don't think I can speak that fast anyway. But yeah, it would be pretty cool to maybe be an auctioneer. But I'm excited to learn it and see how the ropes go because we still got our cancer specialty jerseys down towards the final couple weeks of the season. 5:24 to go as we're going to have another whistle and face-off. Score remains 3-0 in favor of the Mocs.
So yeah, going off an earlier statement, Dev, I was here a lot.
You were here a lot? Every home game?
Almost. My grandpa sharpened the skates.
No kidding.
Yeah.
We could probably use his services as of right now.
Yeah.
I know my skates haven't been sharpened in 7 years, so they're about overdue.
Yeah.
Davis gets tripped up going into the zone. Referee's arms stay by their sides as once again covering up will be Karpinski. Another face-off coming in the offensive zone. Shots are 19-3 in the second period, 34-12 in the game. There has not been a call in the second period of action. Just the 3 penalties in period 1, a double minor and then 2 minors. Double minor was assessed to Jawan Davis and then 2 more penalties against the Mocs that unfortunately the Dashers couldn't do much with. Davis out to the point for Gore, loads up and shoots looking for a tip from Sewardson and Karpinski turns it aside. Now here comes Blake Anderson. Anderson holds and shoots, fighting one on goal and Rutherford turns it aside once again. Sewardson digs it out of trouble and now looks to lead the charge the other way. Gets slowed up by Anderson, who's able to bank the puck back over to Pierre-Louis. Anderson and Pierre-Louis get tied up over by the benches trying to change. Hugh Gustafson slammed into the wall by Brazen. Koash from out of his own end. Back on over to Conway. Hugh Gustafson leads Schumacher. Schumacher in the direction of Declan Conway. Conway, saucer pass back over for Stefanini, who shoots. His one-timer from off the wall is turned aside by Rutherford with the pillow.
Great hit in front by Rothy. So he made sure that whoever was in front wouldn't get that tip.
Inside 4 minutes to go in the second period. Stefanini drives the net hard and has it poked away by Rutherford. He's been outstanding tonight. Zach Horn with a little shimmy shake. Gets some room and shoots off the mask of Karpinski. Up out of play. That leads to our next media timeout. And we'll take it. The Moccasins still in front 3-0 from Danville. We'll be back in a dash.
Looking for a delicious way to enjoy a healthy beverage? Stir Nutrition is Tilton's new healthy hangout. They provide a wide selection of protein shakes, energy drinks, and protein coffees of various sizes and flavors. They also have seasonal specials to fit the vibes just right. Come on in to meet the friendly staff at 1770 Georgetown Road, Suite B in Tilton, Illinois to see for yourself, or call 217-703-1374 to learn more. Just because it's cold outside doesn't mean you can't have a bounce house. Make your party one that the kids, and maybe some adults, will remember. Dishman Inflatables offers a wide variety of different sizes and styles of inflatable fun. They pride themselves on exceptional service and affordable prices that can make any day a celebration. Turn your backyard into a princess palace or a pirate ship. There's even dunk tanks available. Located in Bismarck, Illinois, Dishman Inflatables will continue to serve Vermilion County in both Illinois and Indiana for years to come. Follow Dishman Inflatables on Facebook or call 217-474-6319.
Inside 4 minutes to go. Cody Hess and Yanni Liarakos are getting ready to do the face-off once again.
One of Monroe's goal scorers, William Houston, earlier in the season was traded to Monroe from the Hudson Valley Venom, or his playing rights, because at the time he was with the Pensacola Flyers of the SPHL.
You got some serious knowledge on these guys, Holden. I am impressed with what you know, even the other team. Slinger tried to force one from the point. It's blocked by Liarakos. He'll try and track it down, gets tripped up, and sends it over to the far side corner, bangs his stick in frustration, comes over to the near side, up out of play, and a souvenir for a lucky fan. 3.5 minutes to go. Do you play any sports of your own, Holden? You a hockey guy, baseball?
I used to play baseball, basketball. I actually have a basketball game tomorrow.
Nice. And now you've discovered the wonderful world of broadcasting.
Yeah.
Chipped up the wall to O'Reilly. He'll go one-on-one, drop pass for Hess. Hess's quick shot covered up by Karpinski, and then he gets leveled by Rasmus Asp trying to drive the goal on the rebound. Zach Slinger catches it in his chest, gloves it down. Houston Wilson now right back on in. Koch looking to peel away from O'Reilly, who checks him into the wall. Koch over for Wyzak. He'll run Wyzak into the wall. O'Reilly, the Wichita, Kansas native, fights it into center ice. Picked up by Koch once again. Over for Favaro, tries to dance to his backhand, and Rutherford is able to cover that one up with 2:50 to go.
Say, if the Dashers are really trying to come back, we need a goal before the end of the second.
It would certainly be nice to make this a 2-goal game.
Because the Dashers have had a lot of 2-goal third periods.
They certainly have, so we'll see if they can find a way to mount some sort of comeback in their 5th meeting with the Snakes. Pair of number 11s will do the face-off, and the one in white able to win it. Scott Koash wrapped around the wall.
See, on January 4th against Monroe, the Dashers almost had their second win, getting 2 goals to start the game, but Monroe got 3 unanswered, 2 very late in the third, to beat the Dashers 3-2.
Yeah, it was a heartbreaker for sure. Prexler shoots one on goal. The rebound and it goes wide on the far side.
Because it was 2 really unlucky goals.
Certainly so.
A turnover and a tip.
As Rutherford pounces on that one, Blake Anderson and Pierre-Louis get knotted up. And 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Another face-off back in the, or it's going to be outside the blue line, it looks like the referee is indicating. Appreciate everybody spending their Friday night with us here on the Dashers Hockey Network, including the Moccasins fans. Unfortunately, the typical crew could not make the trip for them. We definitely miss all of those guys. Of course, Joe, Pete, Troy, everyone watching back in Louisiana. Thank you for joining our broadcast. We're happy to have you with us. From my understanding, Monroe will have a broadcast tomorrow. It'll be our camera work, so you won't get all the glitz and glamour of a Monroe broadcast, but you will hear the voices of Joe and Pete, and looking forward to that. As Thomas Murphy gets smashed into the wall by Koivu Niemi on the far side. And then Brazen comes back over on the near side and runs into Stefanini. Some hard-hitting action now here, which has always been an MO of the Fed. And we're really starting to hear it. Zach Horn on his backhand, going through the neutral zone. Over to Murphy, who shoots into the glove of Karpinski. And we'll have another face-off, 80 seconds to go. You feel pretty comfortable with all these guys and their names?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an option. We're going to put you on the spot here. If you want to do play-by-play, you can, or else you can stick to color for the last 80 seconds. Up to you.
I could try to do play-by-play.
You want to give it a shot? All right, let's do it.
Okay. Monroe wins the face-off. They'll chip it in, but it was Slinger makes the play. It'll be Holden with the puck. Snapshot goes wide. Monroe was coached with it, but they lose. Rutherford covers it up, and we'll get the whistle.
Yeah, nice job there. Make sure there's no rebound, because the rebounds have been killer for the Dashers here in the hockey game. Leaving them on the doorstep. They've been pounded home a couple of times. The backdoor bandits is what Monroe has been here.
Say the most recent goal by Stefanini. Oh, they score.
It's Frank Schumacher. The captain, the defenseman, lights the lamp. 4-0. Schumacher just his 4th of the season. He's now up to 21 points. And all of a sudden, this game looking to take a turn for the worst.
It was a tip-in by Schumacher. The tip-ins and the rebounds have been killing the Dashers.
Yeah, just a tough break off the face-off there, Holden.
Yeah. And Monroe wins the face-off. They're immediately in the zone. Shots blocked. And, oh, he had a wide open net.
Yeah.
He couldn't quite get the handle.
Hugo Koch just all alone on the doorstep, somehow couldn't get his stick blade on the puck because, as you mentioned, he did have an empty net. And you see Rutherford letting out an exhale there. He is tired. He's had a lot of work in this hockey game, Holden. I mean, facing shot after shot, and that one was almost number 5. But in the period, shots 24-9 in favor of Monroe. They lead it 39-18 throughout the game.
If the Dashers want to at least shot, we need to score in these next seconds. Prexler was with it, but he got tied up. Great hit by Rothy. Davis brings it forward into the O-zone, but he'll lose it. It'll be sent in. Monroe has it, but it was Malott blocking the pass, and a great hit from Sewardson.
Oh, no, that one was pretty dirty, and he's gonna have to answer to that. Rasmus Asp grabbed him by the collar, and this has the potential to be a major penalty.
That could be our Carnegie Auto Star hit of the game.
Carstar hit of the game.
Carstar.
But it was not very legal.
No.
So Sewertson's going to head to the bench. It looks like they might have just given him a 2-minute for boarding, but that had everything that meets the criteria for 5 minutes, so we'll see what they eventually rule. 2 minutes has been put up there, Holden.
Yep.
You think that's the right call?
It's good for us. Yeah. But with 8.5 seconds left to go, Monroe wins the faceoff. It's Conway shoots. It's going to be tipped up into the netting near the Palmer. So we'll have a whistle. 3.7 remains. Hopefully the Dashers can just win this faceoff, clear it, and send them to the locker room.
And glad to see Houston Wilson's okay after that hit as well.
And Monroe wins it. Oh, there was a shot. But Rutherford saves it, and that'll end the second.
Well, Holden, it was a pleasure to have you on board with us. That's Holden Hightower, 11 years old, making his FPHL broadcast debut. If you want to listen to him, it looks like he'll have some work with the Danville Dans come summertime, right?
Yep.
Some summer collegiate baseball, but anything you want to say before you leave us, buddy?
One thing I always hear Devin say, always remember, live the dream.
Oh, yeah, baby. Live the dream. 18 minutes for our second intermission. We'll be back in a dash right here on the Dashers Hockey Network. Holden, thanks very much, buddy.
Yep.
You want one?
Yeah,
want one? Cool.
A Riggs Brewing Co. Dasher IPL, locally brewed in Illinois.
Ooh, can I try? Juicy.
Only $6 at the Dasher games.
Ooh, I like. I would never buy another beer at the Dashers game other than that one.
Me neither.
Hey! Get him! Get him! Hey!
I could get used to this.
Oh, yeah. Hey!
Just like a Dasher's goal, everyone loves a Dasher's IPL.
By Riggs Beer Company.
This is Parker Rutherford, and this is Dashers Mic'd Up. Yeah, I don't know how well it's going to stay on. Yeah, I'm coming for you, Sal. All day. Man, I'm so glad I don't have to pay attention to these girls. Stop puck. That's all I got. Stop puck. I don't know who's starting. There we go. All right. Oh, thank you. Come on. You scumbag. He never shoots that. He's only doing it because he knows I have a microphone on. Head high. Thank you. Wesley, you can't hit me in the face today. I will not. See that expensive piece on me. I'm so sorry. I will never do that again. I apologize. Devin would kill you. I know. I got you. I'm going to go mess with Sal. Watch this. Oh, yeah. You're not scoring with that finger, right? There's no way. You're not scoring either. I'll let you have that. That guy is so strong. Yanks, you got anything to say to the people? Like you love your wife? You love your wife? Yeah. You got that. Loves your wife. Easy peasy. Push up. Push up. Nope, not goals. Nope, not goals. Woo! Nope. 94 is not scoring today. Anymore.
He did walk in bottom of the circle.
You should have shot it, Sal. No way.
Got that short side, open up the face of the blade.
He told me it wasn't happening today. His finger's too sore.
That's every day now. Fingers sore, his eyelashes hurt.
See, the good thing about playing goalie, you really don't have to pay attention to the drills. Just don't get scored on. Don't get scored on. It's a lonely position. You're going to hear a lot of random thoughts today. Just warning you in advance. I'm not weird, just a goalie. Same thing. We rescued a cat yesterday. Named it Scooter.
You participated in Chino last night or what?
I definitely participated in the Chino.
How was it? How's it cold at Brock's?
I went up $5 at Brazos, and then I lost 30 at the Chino.
Silver nugget?
The silver, no. It's, I think they call it the palms or something. I don't like putting all these in the net. Not a fan. Oop. I'm way too OCD for this. They're all going to be against the back. Okay, I'm ready. Yep. Oh, I got it! Yeah! He's not hearing the end of that one when we get home. Not hearing the end of that. Yep. Yeah.
Somebody almost scored.
Just for Sal. Going for a sweep. Nobody usually talks to me that much. I wonder why they're doing it today. Weird. They usually don't shoot that high either. It's crazy. I really hope he doesn't dump this hard. Oh, please. Here we go. Come. All yours. Did you see that pass? On the backhand from my knees. Gotta go for a skate. Work on the edges. Because what else are we gonna do right now? Hi, guy. Nope. What a save by the D. No way! He was eating cookies for breakfast today. Dropped the ball in the parking lot on the way in. And ate them. And still ate them. What a freak. Sal's going high. 100% going high. He never goes glove. Never goes glove. Bo, your gloves are untied. That was a good one. I mean, I kind of look like a giant pumpkin out here. No way. Oh, you scumbag. Never goes 5-hole. I wonder what time Devin wakes up to do his hair every morning. Oh, I'm tired. I really miss Scooter. We're taking a good old walk around the apartments yesterday. Found a cat stuck in a tree. Tried to go down and get it. Decided to just climb down the second we started going down.
Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, everybody, and hope we get a win for the Devil Dash Hockey Club.
There we go. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. What do you guys say to the people?
Come to the next home game.
There we go. Nothing. I want some strawberries. Nothing.
This is ASMR.
Mon's just so confused right now. Oscar has such a nice accent. Most accents really annoy me, but I love Oscar's. Love it. Look at the size comparison between goals and Oscar. He usually makes me feel pretty bad. I think that's worse. That's worse. I live rent-free in these guys' heads. Okay. Gotcha, you eggs. How Kimmy has such disgusting moves on the shootout. I gotta do something stupid. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Thank you. So he's a nice guy. Go up behind the back. Nope. I got it. Right off the toe. Don't look at me like that. I know you want it. That wasn't fair and you know it. And I taught him a move yesterday. But I didn't teach you everything. Didn't teach you everything. I'm fat and tired. Give me a break. Get that on camera. Putting that everywhere. Scorpion. Get out of here. There we go. Okay. Yep. Never hear the end of that one. Come on, bros. Oh boy. He knows. I deserve that. Oh.
Honestly, when's the last time Devin won at the casino?
I can't remember the last time.
I think he's funding that place right now.
He's basically just a charity. That's a big save, though. I don't know who lost, but I'm exhausted. You're lucky I'm fat and tired.
Hey, we love our goalies. We're ready to die for them every single night.
Feliz Navidad on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Feliz Navidad. Slap shot or wrist shot?
Wrist shot.
Backhand or forehand?
Forehand.
Puck to the shin or slash to the shin?
Puck to the shin.
Would you rather be a coach or an official?
A coach for sure.
Big hit or big save?
Big hit.
Helmet warm-ups or no helmet?
Got to do helmet warm-ups. Don't have 100 games for sure.
Dress up or dress casual on game day?
Dress up.
Toe pick or lose your stick?
Lose my stick.
Game day nap or pregame jitters?
Always have pregame jitters.
Coffee or energy drink?
Energy drink.
Solo celly or teammate celly?
Solo celly.
Good goal or great assist?
Great assist.
Short shift or long shift?
Short shifts.
Cowboy over the boards or walk through the gate?
Hop in those boards for sure.
5-point game and lose or no points and win?
No points and win.
Shoot high or shoot low?
I'm a high glove guy for sure.
Jersey tuck or no tuck?
Jersey tuck.
First on the ice or last off?
Neither.
Would you rather be a goalie or enforcer?
I'd be an enforcer for sure.
Open ice hit or reverse hit?
Open ice hit.
Cage or fishbowl?
Cage.
Slap shot or wrist shot?
Quick wrist shot.
Backhand or forehand?
Backhand.
Puck to the shin or slash to the shin?
Puck.
Coaching or officiating?
Coaching.
Big hit or big save?
Big hit.
Helmet warm-ups or no helmet warm-ups?
I don't have 100 games. Got to be helmet.
Dress up or dress casual on game day?
I'm a dress-up guy.
Toe pick or lose your stick?
Lose the stick.
Game day nap or pregame jitters?
Pre-game jitters.
Coffee or energy drink?
Energy drink.
Solo celly or teammate celly?
Get the teammates in there.
Good goal or great assists?
I like a good assist.
Short shift or long shift?
Keep them short.
Cowboy over the boards or walk through the gate?
Gotta hop the boards.
5-point game and lose or no points and win?
No points and win.
Shoot high or shoot low?
I'm a big low blocker guy.
Jersey tuck or no tuck?
No tuck.
First on the ice or last off?
I'm both.
Goalie or enforcer?
Enforcer.
Open ice hit or reverse hit?
Reverse hit.
Cage or fishbowl?
Fishbowl.
slot. His quick shot, he scores! Nikolai Salov! Oh my goodness! Some bomb right hands in front of the Dashers bench. Pulls his helmet off. Still goal. Now Juwan Davis. His first shot, he scored! Juwan Davis. Circle to his backhand. Moving in, he scored! Blake Sewardson, how you doing? Firing up the crowd. Zach Horn in all alone with a breakaway. Walks in, shoots, scores! Zach Horn! Zinchenko towards the goal, shoots, he scores! Bogdan Zinchenko restores the lead. That second of the season goes over the top of the run. A couple more rights to Greco, takes him down and pounds him. Zinchenko with a couple over the top. He's got him against the glass. Bogdan Zinchenko, a healthy diet of rights. My songs know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up. Murphy scores! Brosnan who shoots, he scores! Justin Brosnan, the captain. And we welcome you back to Period 3 action. Huge shout out to Holden Hightower, our special guest commentator, 11 years old, and boy did he crush it. I hope all of you enjoyed that as much as I did back in your households, living rooms, cars, AirPods, wherever you're listening to us. What a treat to have him on board, and he's got a really bright future ahead of him. Dashers will start the third period shorthanded with still a minute 50 to go on the Blake Sewardson minor penalty for boarding. He's lucky he didn't get more at that. As now here comes Ben Stefanini. Snapped an 8-game pointless streak with his goal in period 2, but Koash is going to be caught offside, and the draw will come right back outside the blue line. Pull up our game stats once again for you real quick. The score 4-0, the shots 42-18 in favor of Monroe. They're 1 for 2 on the power play, including this one. 0 for 2 for the Dashers, 6 penalty minutes to 4. As controlled by Trygve Meniguns in the offensive zone, looking to set things up. Sends it back out to the point for Schumacher. Meniguns closes in and shoots off the pillow of Rutherford. Comes back out to Schumacher. Tiptoeing the blue line, Jumanji able to sweep it out to center ice. Would have been cool to see him turn on the Jets as he collects another turnover here. Closing in with Zach Horn, shoots. And never got in on goal. Right back from north to south. Here comes Scott Koash. Slams on the brakes, surveying, looking for help. Jumanji door-to-door with him, continues to stay right with him. Koash backhands one past Stefanini all the way down low to Trygve Meniguns. Meniguns over to Rasmus Asp. Asp for Meniguns, touch pass to Conway, whose drive tipped in front by Stefanini all the way back out to the point. 45 seconds to go on the minor to Sewardson. Backdoor pass, it's Trygve Meniguns. Potting one on the back door once again. That's been the bread and butter for the visitors all night long. And it's Moccasins 5, Dashers 0. Trygve Meniguns' 5th goal against the Dashers this season, if you can even believe that. He's got now 8 goals on the season, and 5 of them, 5 have come against the Dashers. Sometimes you're just hot against certain teams. It usually comes against your former teams when you're returning. But no bad blood here. He just finds ways to produce against these guys. That's also his 3rd power play goal against the Dashers this season. As Davis trying to track it down. Liarakos back over to the far side off of Koch, and Slinger will backhand one back behind the end line. Wyzak in the direction of Slinger once again. Slinger stretching one out to Sewardson. A little trouble reeling it in, and it escapes over to Favaro. Nice stick lift from Sewardson on the forecheck. Prexler trying to track it down as Sewardson collided with Liarakos. Closing in is Favaro, and Rutherford able to hold that one. Liarakos charging in at Sewardson. I've never seen an official skate harder and faster than to make sure Liarakos didn't take a run at Sewardson, who laughs it off and heads to the bench. But Yanni Liarakos, 6'2", 205, Toronto, Ontario native, 28 years old, on his 7th FPHL squad. Let's take you through those while we're there. Port Huron, Watertown, Columbus, Delaware, Elmira, Mississippi, and now the Monroe Moccasins. Quite the career, closing in on 400 points. Currently ranked 7th all-time in FPHL scoring and 3rd among active players. Justin Brazen's also close behind, number 9th all-time, as that one goes just out of his bandwidth. Brazen playing in game number 394 of his 10-year career. Up to Koch. Koch gains the zone, drops it to Liarakos. Backhands one over to Wilson, and it goes wide. And will come all the way back to the Monroe end. 17.5 minutes to go. And the Moccasins still lead at 5-0. Turnover. Zach Horn collects it. Look for Hess in the middle. Swatting one, looking for O'Reilly on the back door. And now Anderson in his skates. Can't control it. Malat able to recover. Run into the wall by Koash. Couldn't get it out. Henry on his forehand shoots into the throat of Rutherford. The rebound still floating around, and Anderson couldn't jam it home. Henry, backhand pass off the wall over to Koash. Into the skates of Schumacher. Schumacher to the far corner. Once again for Henry. Henry turns and fires, and it goes wide on the near side. All the way out to Schumacher. Back over to Koash, the assistant captain. Picked up by Caden Henry. And Schumacher fights it back down deep in the zone once again. Koash jumping around the pressure of Lucas Rothy. Cody Hess into Anderson, and Anderson just has it leak into the neutral zone. Malat behind the end line will gain possession. Being flanked by Henry, stretches one out for Hess, who touches it into the offensive zone, but not for long, as Stefanini gives back to Schumacher. Schumacher will hold with Will Holden waiting for him outside the blue paint. Closing in on 16 minutes to go here. As a pass across, Zabad couldn't kick it back to his forehand and uncork a shot. Centering one was Prexler that time. Holden's the first one there. Holden looking for Davis. It's picked off by Favaro. They'll lead the charge back the other way. Broken up by Slinger. Stefanini swats one into the near side corner. Picked up off the wall by Colton Wyzak. Colton Wyzak with 35 games in the Dasher colors. He was an OSHL champion with the Tilsonburg Thunder back in 2023-24, and now in a rookie here in the Fed. Davis tried to jam one on goal. Karpinski holds the wall. Cody Karpinski does not have a shutout this season, but has 8 in his career. On the verge of number 9 right now, just 15 minutes away from doing so. Can the Dashers find a way to get on the scoreboard? Prexler closes in and shoots over the blocker. Rebound off the wall. Prexler tried to fight it back over to Gore. Gore and Koch get tied up on the near side half wall, and the puck escapes to Liarakos. Over to Wilson. Wilson on his backhand. Flips one over in the direction of Koch. Koch down into the corner once again. Now Wilson out to the point. Comes in. A knuckle puck and goes wide on the far side. Sent up to the point again. Prevost for Wilson. His one-timer, swing and a miss. Liarakos, top of the key once more for Prevost. Prevost shoots, looking for a tip. Koch will be the first one there to rescue the puck and keep the play alive. Leorakos through 4 Dashers, loses it. Murphy able to fight it out of the zone, but they'll wave off the icing, so the Dashers are able to change. 14 minutes to go in regulation. Moccasins 5, Dashers 0. Thanks for spending another Friday night with us here on the Dashers Hockey Network. Devin Doback, happy to be on board with you in Game 1 of the Paul McLean era here from the David S. Palmer Arena. Shots are 6-1 in favor of the Moccasins in the third period. 48-19 in the game. Holden can't beat out Schumacher, and that will draw a whistle. 13:37 to go. It's our first media timeout of period 3. We'll take it and be back in a dash right here on the Dashers Hockey Network.
Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills.
Hello?
Should you become stranded, be ready to signal rescuers. Bush.
How long have I been out here?
About 12 minutes. Head for the mountains.
Koash and Holden set to take the face-off. Devin Dobeck, Carson Brown, and Lincoln Mackin along with you from the David S. Palmer Arena. Wyzak up over to Hess. Hess floats it in for Holden to chase. Holden had 4 shots on goal against the Binghamton Black Bears last weekend, which may not seem like a lot, but the Dashers did not have a lot of pucks on net. And he certainly did what he could to try and produce a goal. Anderson has it picked off. Looks like the Dashers are all of a sudden flying out there. Potential 3-on-1. Pass goes off the skates. And Hess tied up on the far side half wall. Kicks out to Slinger, who shoots, and it goes wide on the glove side of Karpinski. Koash flips it up and into the air. Glove down by Gore, but it belongs to Anderson now. He'll peel on back. Blake Anderson turns it over to Jumanji, fresh into the zone. On his forehand shoots and just missed on the blocker side. Davis keeps the puck in the zone, but not for long. Right back out comes Hugh Gustafson. Chipped in by Sean Gore. Sewardson to chase on the forecheck. And it deflects into center ice again. Beautiful quick move by Conway. Floats in, shoots, and Rutherford's there to inhale the puck right in his chest. And we're going to have another whistle coming back in the Dashers' end. Has not been too many penalties in the contest tonight. As I mentioned, each team with just 2 penalties, 6 penalty minutes for the Dashers, 4 for the Moccasins. But Monroe typically spends a lot of time in the sin bin. 799 PIMs coming into the weekend, so that number, they've all of a sudden hit the 800 mark at 803, which is second in the Continental Division behind the Mississippi Seawolves. But they've done a great job of staying disciplined, and as a result have been able to make this cushion grow with even strength hockey. Favaro might have been taken down by Sewardson. Walks in, rips one off the crossbar. Watch your ears if you're Parker Rutherford. That one came in hot, and Favaro almost had his first. Backhander on goal by Conway. Never found the twine. Now it's Rasmus Asp once again in the direction of Stefanini. Outside the circle, centers for Conway. Couldn't kick it to his backhand. And the Dashers are able to lift it up and out of the zone. But right back in come the Moccasins. I mean, they have controlled every facet of this third period. Dashers unable to do virtually anything. As now here's Jawan Davis closing in. He shoots and missed on the short side. Shots are 8-2 Moccasins in the third period. They've got 50 shots on goal. Parker Rutherford's turned aside 45 of those. Around the wall, Davis. Run into by Koch. Picked up by Slinger. And floats back over to Jawan Davis again, who shoots one out for Blake Sewardson. Sewardson, backhander for Rothy. Rothy spins one down low for Sewardson to Murphy. His backhander on goal wouldn't go. Brazen tried to jam one on net again. And Hugo Koch leads it out of the zone for Koivu Niemi. Now Wilson, back for Koivu Niemi, drops it off to Leorakos. He shoots, and that one right into Slinger. Blocked one with his face last weekend in Binghamton, and now takes this one up high, and he's hunched over in a bit of pain. He'll head for the bench, hobbling off on his left foot, it looked like. Now the other way. Leorakos has it knocked away by Wyzak. Wyzak shouting at Gore to go get the puck behind the goal. Gore's closed off into the end wall. Murphy can't win the race against Hugh Gustafson. Gore able to poke it away and tries to play it up the wall for Horn. Horn leads Murphy, but it's banked right back in the zone. Leorakos centers looking for Wilson. Kicks out to Koch, to the point. Hugh Gustafson into the skates of Leorakos, and O'Reilly tries to fight it on out. Around the corner it goes. Picked off by Horn, and O'Reilly able to shove it out of the zone. Sean Gore once again. The Denver, Colorado native. Sends it to length, but Karpinski comes out to play it inside 10 minutes to go. Halfway through period 3 here. Moccasins with 1 goal in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in the third. And a 5-goal margin. Dashers will try and chip away at that. A nice attendance tonight, one of the best Friday attendances we've had all season long. 761 in the house tonight, so shout out to everybody who came on in to catch the beginning of the Paul McLean era. As down low, Koash tried to center, but O'Reilly was right in the shooting lane to pick that one off. He gets rubbed into the wall hard by Asp. This should warrant a response from Rothy. He'll get involved, and now all-out chaos brewing in the corner. Everybody pushing and shoving. Lucas Rothy and many guns getting tied up. Down in the corner, it looks to be O'Reilly. He seems to be okay. Anna Mitchell, the trainer for the Dashers, on standby, looks on. And we'll see how this all gets sorted out. O'Reilly slow to his feet, grimacing in pain as he skates to the bench. Quinn O'Reilly with a lone goal last weekend in Binghamton. 6'2", 190-pound forward from Wichita, Kansas. Hockey is in his blood. His father, Sean O'Reilly, played 5 seasons in the CHL for the Wichita Thunder. 27 goals and 142 assists for him as a defenseman. Not a bad stat line. And now his son coming and making his professional debut earlier this season in January. Scored in his pro debut. And hoping he's okay, as we'll step aside for a quick media timeout after a word from our friends at Evergreen.
Evergreen Roadworks is a blend of Champagne Asphalt, Ileana Construction, pavement maintenance systems, and ProTac asphalt spraying experts with roots dating back to 1946. Together, they leverage their expertise to expand their capabilities and provide enhanced services to all of their valued customers. Evergreen Roadworks is a trusted brand who prides themselves on healthy business relationships and a safety-first mindset. They have a proven legacy, supported by quality that lasts, and will continue to find new ways to improve their technology to leave both new and current customers satisfied. Evergreen Roadworks' consideration for one another has a lasting positive impact, ensuring their influence resonates long after the asphalt cools. For more information, email info@evergreenroadworks.com or call 217-356-7288.
Face-off is controlled by the Moccasins. Inside 9 minutes to go. Rasmus Asp gets the 2-minute minor for boarding. I think either one of those 2 penalties Thinking back to the one that Blake Sewardson took in the second, or the one Rasmus Asp just took, could have been under review for a major. But glad to see everybody's okay. If someone had left the game or been hurt, then maybe it would have been reviewed for a major. But really happy everybody's healthy and okay, and we'll see what the Dashers can do on their third Genworth State Farm power play. Murphy able to reel it in and slides it over to Brazen. Brazen backhanding one, looking for Prexler, and it's chopped out of the zone by the Monroe back check. Rutherford looking to play it from out of the blue paint. Gives up to Prexler. Prexler couldn't control it. Kevin Zabad, who scored his first Monroe goal, able to skate out a little bit more of that penalty time, about halfway through the minor penalty assessed to Asp. Colton Wyzak doing some sort of head fake behind the net. And through the skates of Hess, it's controlled by Schumacher. Inside 8 minutes to go now. Into the glove of Malat, who is able to touch it down to his forehand and send it in deep. The Dashers are just not connecting on their passes right now, and it's certainly caused them a bit of trouble. Malat over for Hess, who turns it over. Zabad closes in. Zabad still got it, trying to pick a direction. Finds Hugh Gustafson, who shoots Rutherford out of his crease, makes another big save. And the puck is sent the distance by the Dashers this time. Or maybe it just came on back. Take you through our out-of-town scoreboard in a few moments after the next whistle, as well as some standings in the upcoming schedule for the boys in black and orange. Cody Hess tried to center one, had Davis backdoor. It's picked off, fresh out of the box. Here comes Asp, joining the play with Wilson. Wilson closes in, toe drags, shoots, and Rutherford able to pick up that one, and we'll have a face-off coming once again. Our out-of-town scoreboard looks as so. The HC Venom are trailing the Danbury Hat-Tricks 3-0 in the third period out in Connecticut. Port Huron top to Watertown 3-2 up in Michigan. Binghamton leads Blue Ridge 7-3 in the third period over in Virginia. Columbus and Carolina in a barn burner in a clash of top three continental teams. 6-6 is that score in the third period. Then Athens in front of Motor City on the road, 3-0 in the third period. And then Baton Rouge and Mississippi had their affair postponed due to some Zamboni malfunction, is my understanding. So we'll figure out when those two will do it again. But that game postponed. As we get another whistle, 6:45 here. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Dashers. Tomorrow they'll have another game against the Monroe Moccasins. That will be 7:05 puck drop, first responders night. The jerseys, the specialty jerseys, which are really cool, will be donned tomorrow night and up for live auction following the action. There'll be an auctioneer and everything, so a chance to take home some Dashers memorabilia. We hope you can join us in the David S. Palmer Arena. If you are a first responder, police, fire, EMT, etc., $10 for a ticket at the door. So please come and join us at the David S. Palmer Arena for what should be another fun night of hockey. Zach Horn through the charging deer at center ice to his forehand, dumps it on in, back and over Karpinski's cage. Karpinski is 6 minutes away from his 9th career shutout and his first of the season. 32 years old. Backhand pass across for Wilson, never got through. Murphy trying to switch the ice from north to south. Cody Hess across the blue line. Will go chase it down in the corner. Hops around Prevost and then slams into Leorakos. Over on the far side, picked up by Wilson. Backhand pass in the direction of Prevost, and Loic Pierre-Louis will run into him as well as the official. They'll continue to joust on the near side half wall. Now in the neutral zone, Koivuniemi slowing things down, leads Prevost on over to Manyguns. Manyguns, who scored his 8th goal of the season tonight. Slowing things down on the near side. Back in the direction of Anderson, it goes to Holden. Holden run into by Koash, controlled by Anderson. One-timer from Prevost, turned aside. Manyguns on the follow and can't bury it. Inside 5 minutes to go, our final 5 minutes of the action here tonight. Anderson closes in, shoots, pinballing around in front once again, and Jumanji is able to use the boards and bank it on out. Will Holden in a foot race for the puck. Going to track it down. Karpinski comes out to play it. Back the other way, Koash. Had it poked away by Wyzak, but able to regain it. Manyguns in the corner. Malat closes him off. Manyguns with a good stick tie up, and Anderson able to rescue the puck. Blake Anderson just inside the blue line. Slowing things down, harassed by Jawan Davis. Backhand pass to Hugh Gustafson. Over, and Manyguns one-timer blows up his stick. He'll head to the bench for New Lumber. That could have been another goal for him. Now on to Prexler. Prexler floats one into the offensive zone. 4 minutes to go. Around the dasher it comes to Hugh Gustafson. Back up to Zabad with a beautiful touch pass for Stefanini. Over the blue line. Slinger cuts it off. Nice play on the back end by Zach Slinger, the rookie. Now a beautiful touch play. Slinger closing in with Brozin shoots. And another big save made by Karpinski. Conway over the blue line. Rubbed off by Gore. And Slinger able to repossess it. Slinger through the skates of Brozin. Zabad tried a fancy behind the back pass to Stefanini. It wouldn't go. Thomas Murphy over the blue line. 1-on-3. Couldn't uncork a shot. And Rasmus Asp will slow things down. Pass over to the near side for Favaro. He gets shoved in the chest by Pierre-Louis before the puck is sent on out. Sewardson in a race with Favaro. Karpinski comes to play it off the near side wall. Zabad. Murphy and Asp exchange a few slashes. We play on. Wilson over the blue line, and they'll say he's offside. And we'll get another whistle. This will be a media timeout, but we're going to keep it here. We'll take a look at that upcoming schedule once again because it's going to be an interesting couple weeks of Dashers hockey. So right now we're live. Tomorrow night, 7:05, First Responders Night. Hope you can join us. Specialty jerseys up for live auction after the game. If you're a first responder, EMT, fire, police, $10 ticket at the door. Come and join us for a fun night of hockey. And then the Dashers will be on the road for a bit. The Baton Rouge Zydeco on March 13th at 7:05. That's a Thursday in the final meeting with the Zydeco. I believe that will be the 6th or 7th affair. So they've had a lot of meetings, and we'll see if the Dashers can steal one from them. After that, it'll be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday affair with the Mississippi Seawolves. So you got 4 games in 4 days. Mississippi start times respectively Friday at 7:05, and these times are all Central, by the way. 6:05 Central on Saturday and 4:05 on Sunday. And I'll even take you through after that. It looks like they just rescheduled the HC Venom game that was postponed all the way back in November or sometime in between, maybe December, amidst the ownership change. So that game just got rescheduled to the Thursday after the following week. And after that, the Dashers will go for 2 more with the Danbury hat trick. So a lot of fun and entertaining hockey. Dashers will be heading back down south and then to the East Coast, all over the country. And hopefully Paul McLean can find a way with a week of practice to really make this a well-suited team for what's going to be 7 games in 14 days. Back over to Wilson. Has it poked away by Malat. Malat floating one back to Prexler. Inadvertently goes to Prevost. And now blocked down by Rothy. Jawan Davis with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Leads Jumanji. Jumanji darting to the goal. Shoots and scores! Yasuke Jumanji lights the lamp. His 2nd goal of the season puts the Dashers on the board late. And it's 5-1. Jumanji's first goal in front of the home crowd. And he gets the salutes. Unfortunately for Karpinski, the shutout goes awry, but the Yokohama, Japan rookie, his first goal back at home. Pretty cool moment for Yasuke. I'm sure he'll have a lot to say about that on social media after the game. If you haven't already, search up his YouTube. It's Monji_hockey. That's MONJI_hockey. And check out what he does, trying to make a professional hockey journey vlog for the hockey fans in Japan. It's pretty cool. Please check it out. You'll get to see a lot of behind the scenes. Prexler over for Malat. Malat looking to center once again. Jumanji got his first goal against Carolina 13 days ago and now gets his second in front of a home crowd who was ecstatic to see him pot one. Anderson up in the air. It comes down in front of Koash. Koash sweeps it behind the net. Rothi battling with Zabad. Zabad driving the net, slams on the break, shakes Rothi with a really nice move between his legs. Out to Schumacher. Thought about the slap shot, sends it down low for Zabad once again. Zabad into the middle. Conway touched it for a moment. Asp out to the point for Stefanini. Loads up and shoots. Tipped in front, goes wide. The rebound is now Hess. Looking in front again. A touch on goal goes wide by Conway. Fighting for one in front is Stefanini. Favaro loads up and shoots off of Rothy's leg. And the Dashers tilt the ice the other way. Here comes Blake Sewardson. Slowing and shooting, and missed on the far side. All the way over to Rothy, who gets slammed into the wall. Stefanini door to door with Will Holden. Nice back check from Holden, the rookie, to break that one up. And it goes back over for Favaro. Colton Wyzak behind the end line, 40 seconds to go here in period 3. Up the wall to Jumanji, backhander to Sewardson with room. He's got Horn with him. Sewardson turns one on goal. It goes up off the window. Houston Wilson behind the end line again. Will start things out from his own zone. Dances through a couple Dashers, still with space, going from coast to coast and shoots. And Rutherford makes another save there. 21.3 ticks remain on the clock. Quick little gander at the Empire Division standings here in the FPHL. Binghamton Black Bears, the only team to clinch a playoff berth thus far with 110 points, followed by Danbury, Watertown, Port Huron, Motor, the Venom, and then the Dashers. Sorry, only a brief look at that, but wanted to try and get it in before the final buzzer. Jawan Davis loses it. Now Caden Henry back the other way. Jumanji backhands it out of the zone. 2 seconds and one, as Zach Horn would have had an opportunity with another 10 seconds. But that will do it. The final score of this one, the Moccasins 5, the Dashers 1. Parker Rutherford with another superb night in between the pipes, but just can't be rewarded for his efforts. Stopped 49 shots tonight. Dashers lone goal coming from Yusuke Jumanji, the assist to Jawan Davis and TJ Prexler as they fall once again here. We're going to take a quick break and catch our breath. We'll be back in about 2 short minutes for the Dashers Hockey Club postgame show in just a moment. If you're leaving us now, thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow night. And we welcome you into the Dashers Hockey Club postgame show. Devin Dobeck along with you from high above the ice here in the David S. Palmer Arena. The game stats are as follows. The score 5-1. The shots 54 30-24 in favor of the Moccasins. They go 1 for 2 on the power play. The Dashers 0 for 3. 6 penalty minutes aside made it a pretty disciplined affair, which I don't think a lot of people expected coming into this one against the Moccasins. But a good battle between these two clubs, and unfortunately the Dashers just only had too little too late. Yusuke Jumanji with the lone goal down the stretch in period 3. The Dashers with just 9 shots in each of the first 2 periods, 6 in the third. Moccasins go 15, 27, and 12 to complete their 54-shot day. The goal scorers, Houston Wilson opened the scoring on the power play at 5:45 with the assist going to Yanni Liarakos and Coy Prevost. And then in period 2, Zabad gets his first as a Moccasin from Prevost and Conway. Stefanini scores from Asp and Conway once again. And then Frank Schumacher from Hugo Koch at 19:02, even strength, made it 4-0. Then into the third period, Trygve Menigun scores on the power play, something he's done so much against the Dashers this season, from Koash and Rasmus Asp. And Yusuke Jumanji with a lone goal for the Dashers at 17:26 from Jawan Davis and TJ Prexler. So the Paul McLean era in Danville starts with a loss, 5-1 against the Moccasins. They're now 5-0 against the Dashers this season. The Moccasins are trying to work their way back into the playoff picture. As I mentioned, about 5 games out, or regulation wins out, I should say, and they're trying to make a push late. Tomorrow will be a big game for them. The Dashers are looking to get back in the win column. It's been a long time, we'll put it that way, and certainly would be nice to find a way to get some more points in the standings as we come down the stretch in the season. Just 15 more games after tonight, 4-game set next week, followed by a 3-game set the week after. So it's going to be an exciting couple weeks of hockey. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. Thank you to support, and a huge shout out to Holden Hightower. He was excellent. The 11-year-old who's been right here locally in Illinois, working for the Danville Dans and doing all kinds of cool stuff for them. Figured I'd have him on, and fortunately, he crushed it. Wasn't sure what to expect. He sent me a little clip. I liked what I heard, but it was play-by-play. And I was like, all right, we'll see what he's got on color. And he absolutely knocked it out of the park. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. He was a blast to have on. And who knows, maybe we'll see him and his familiar face around on the mic throughout the downstretch of the season. But thank you guys all so much for joining us tomorrow night. First Responders Night. Puck drop is scheduled for 7:05 Central. So specialty jerseys for the Dashers. They'll be donning those up for live auction after the game, not online. So if you want one of those jerseys, come into the David S. Palmer Arena, buy a ticket. You can either go online at the David S. Palmer Arena website, or you can go to the box office, which is right here. And we're looking forward to seeing you guys all in here. First Responders, $10 tickets. That's EMT, fire, and police. Thank you guys all for what you do. And we'd like to show our appreciation with those discounted tickets down the stretch here. Well, that just about wraps things up for us. Thank you so much to my cameraman, Lincoln Mackin, Carson Brown, my producer, for being along with me. It was a hectic start to the game, but the broadcast went pretty smoothly after that. So huge shout out to all those guys who make everything so great and so easy and so smooth. Don't know what I'd do without them at these home games, because on the road sometimes it's a struggle, and Carson will tell you that. But on behalf of my media team, Carson Brown and Lincoln Mackin, this is Devin Dobeck. And as Holden reminded you, please always live the dream. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7:05.